Sabbath, you know, and that's really what because when you go back to the book of Genesis, that's what dictates how to set up your time. You know, matter of fact, in Ecclesiasticus 43 and 6, it says he made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times.
But that was changed. Now around what was it, 330 AD?
Yep.
Under Hillel?
Yep.
They did away with the proclamation of the new moon.
Come.
The new moon was a serious feast.
Yeah.
There was an actual trumpet that was blown, and it was announced that this day is the new moon.
That's right.
Now that practice was done away with Hillel around 330 AD.
Yep.
Okay? And then I got the scripture here, Daniel 7:25. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, which were worn out. All right? And think to change times and laws. And one of the things he changed was the way that time is calculated. Esau brought it back to the sun when it's supposed to go back to the moon. All right? This Gregorian calendar is based upon the sun. All right? It's supposed to be based upon the moon. Just like the brother read in the Apocrypha, the Most High appointed the moon to tell the months, which turns into years. All right? And I was looking at that word change. The word change in the blue letter is shabar. And it says to be altered.
To break. Shabar.
Which is break, right. To be changed. Transform. Frustrate. Now wait a minute. A lot of those, when they were setting up those calendars, a lot of those guys were frustrated. That's why they kept one calendar back in 1582? I forgot, was that Pope Gregory? Yeah. He dropped 11 days out of 1 month. Yeah. Now why did he just drop 11 days? Because he was frustrated. They're trying to get it back to the seasons, you know, and they couldn't do it, so they got frustrated, so they just drop 11 days.
Yeah, well, the dropping of 11 days each year that you have your go by your Gregorian calendar in order to how can I say line it up correctly with the Hebrew calendar, you would have to drop exactly 11 days. All right. So I mean, this is something that you got to study, man.
Con.
And the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, has to guide you, and it's a work in progress, man.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. You know, because you guys, you know what it is you're lazy minded. You know, you like things just to be handed to you, because you don't want to think. You know, so you figure if we just keep it on a Saturday according to the calendar that we have today is every 7 days. So that's what you go by because it's easy. You know, there's no work involved in that. You know, but then if you drop the 11 days, that's going to throw the whole week process off. And then when you go back to the Roman calendar before it became the Julian calendar, there were 8 days in there. So that whole cycle of the calendar is completely off.
It's completely off, man.
But why would you listen to a guy named Nate? And I wasn't planning on getting on Nate, but guess what? He's still teaching that the ancient beast, the Roman Empire, that Russia is one of the heads.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on, brother. That's 1992 stuff, man. You know?
Yeah.
Russia wasn't even heard of until like the 900 AD period. So where'd you get Russia from, my man?
Speaking of Russia, doing research, we found out that the Russians didn't want to accept the Gregorian calendar until the 20th century. Because them Russians, they're tough-minded people, man. Well, you'd have to have a tough mind. We know Baloo. We know you ain't no Russian, man. Because you would have to have a tough mind to live up there in Russia. That's just tough. Yeah, exactly. So we know you ain't Russian, Baloo. All right? As a matter of fact, you'll see it. I have a document of the month of October in the year 1582 under Pope Gregory the 13th, I believe. And you'll see the month. It says Monday the first day, Tuesday the second day, Wednesday the third day, Thursday the fourth day, Friday the 15th day. What the hell happened to those 11 days? Well, they just disappeared? That is a work of frustration. Just like it says in the prophecy. If we go back to the prophecy, because the scriptures don't lie. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High. We know who the he is. We know that's talking about the so-called white man. And shall wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times and laws. Isn't that what they just did? All right. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. So he'll have a period of time to destroy everything. That includes time calculation till the Most High set it back the right way it's supposed to be set back. That's why in Isaiah it says, surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Why? Because it's going to be turned right side up. And the Lord is going to use us to do it. All right? The Lord is going to use us to do it. You're seeing that prophecy happening right before your eyes. You're turning of things upside down. Hey, because this devil, man, this so-called white man, he turned everything, I mean everything, upside down.
That's right.
All right? And that, like the brother said, we don't know what year we're in.
Yep.
We don't know what season we're in. You know? And you can thank this devil, man. Here it is right here, Isaiah 29:16. Surely you're turning of things upside down. Who's the you're? The so-called white man. Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, which is worth nothing. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, and shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding. So basically the Most High set you so-called white people up to destroy everything. All right? That's your lot. All right? You're the harbinger of destruction. You're the master of disaster. You so-called white people, man. You know, you're the master of disaster. You're the harbinger of death. Wherever you go, you bring death. Wherever you go, you bring destruction. That's you. That's your lot. You know? And our lot is to bring to life what you have destroyed, man. And that started with Yahweh Shai. And hopefully we're coming in Yahweh Shai's stead, and we're going to do the same thing that Yahweh Shai did over 2,000 years ago. That was the beginning of your end of your kingdom, you so-called white people, when Yahweh Shai came on the scene 2,000 years ago.
Come on. I got a quick precept.
Sure.
This is well, matter of fact, the scripture you just read, when you look up that word where it says, surely you're turning of things upside down, the Hebrew word there is hapak, which means perverseness, perversity, perverseness, folly. Because basically what you did was you changed it.
Yeah, 8 days a week. I mean, it makes for a crappy Beatles song, but it's folly, man. Even back when the Beatles released that, they hated that shit. Even they said that, man. They said that ain't music, you know. But it's folly, all right? 8 days a week. It's folly. There is no 8 days a week. The Lord said 6. As a matter of fact, hey, brother, if you want to say something, I'm going to get that scripture.
Yeah, so that's basically what they did. They switched, they changed things up. Now, when you go to and it's with everything that this devil does. It's not just the calendars, with everything they do. The laws of the Most High, the land Sabbaths, you know, the same-sex marriage and all that crap. This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. That's where you can't get nothing right, because everything is out of course. Everything is perverse. Now, when you look up that word perverse, this is heavy, because when you look up that word perverse, it's from the Hebrew word aywa ayam, right? Aywa ayam, and it says distorting, perverting, warping.
What's an example of that? That 8 day a week.
Yeah.
In relation to our lesson that we're giving you today is an 8 day week, man. That's folly. That's perverseness. You know what makes it even more so? I have the scripture right here. Exodus 20:9. It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And you devils can't even keep the Sabbath day right, because you don't even know when the Sabbath day comes in. There's a site that says the Sabbath day is all wrong, pertaining to you so-called Jews. Anyway, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. Now, where the hell do you see the 8th day here? This is in the book of Exodus 29 to 10. All right? So you devils are perverse, man. And I got another scripture. This is Isaiah 26 and 10. It says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Part of the majesty of the Lord is time calculation. What did the Lord set up to measure time? The moon. But you devils don't behold that. You know?